All right, everyone, good evening. We'll ask everyone to take their seats. Good evening. It's Tuesday, April 22nd, 2025 at 5:31 p.m., and we're going to call this regular meeting of the Wake County Board of Education to order. I want to welcome those of you that are watching at home and those who've joined us here in person tonight. As you've heard me say before, Wake County Board of Education meetings are conducted for the purpose of carrying on the official business of the school system. The public is cordially invited to attend board meetings to observe the board as it conducts its official business. Persons who willfully disrupt, interrupt, or cause disturbances at an official meeting may be directed to leave by the presiding officer. Members of the audience should show respect for the speakers by refraining from loud comments or other disruptions. Disruptions by any person or persons of a public meeting will be subject to action in accordance with North Carolina General Statute 143-318-17. All right. We do have a quorum tonight. We do have two members that are attending to some family matters, but the rest of us will carry on. And so at this point, if you are able, please stand as we recite the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, so the very first thing on our meeting agenda is adoption of the meeting agenda. And for that, I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
All right, I'll take a motion from Vice Chair Swanson, a second from Ms. Mahaffey, followed closely by Ms. Rice. All in favor of approving the meeting agenda, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, the agenda has been approved and adopted. The first item on our agenda tonight is a special recognition item from Magnet Schools of America's recognition of WCPSS Magnet Schools and Leaders, and we welcome Dr. Kimberly Lane.
So, Superintendent Taylor, Chair Haggerty, Vice Chair Swanson, board members, colleagues, and guests, it is a special point of pride and privilege that we're here to honor our magnet and early college schools that were recognized during the 2025 Magnet Schools of America National Conference in Nashville, Tennessee. Yes, we all had to buy boots to attend the conference. So, as MSA Schools of Excellence, Schools of Distinction, Certified in Demonstration Schools, and to recognize our MSA Region 4 Principal of the Year, our secondary poster contest runner-up, and a student MSA National Scholarship recipient, and two other very important awards that I'm going to keep you in suspense for. All magnet schools share the philosophy of promoting innovative programs with a dedication to integration and an unwavering commitment to academic standards, because that is the magnet standard. For the record, 51 of our 61 magnet schools in Wake County Public School System received awards. Now, not every school is eligible. Many of our grant schools, the Magnet School Assistance Program grant schools, are not eligible. If it's a new theme, you have to be in existence for 3 years before you can apply. 93% of our schools that were eligible received awards, and I would put that up against any school district in the country. Last year, in 2024, we had 10 schools of excellence, 14 schools named top schools of excellence, and 23 schools of distinction. This year, in 2025, Wake County Public School System had 21 schools of excellence, an additional 18 top schools of excellence, and 12 schools of distinction. Now, Dr. Taylor, I think you had this motto about leveling up, but when you're competing against your own record, it's hard to keep leveling up, but we keep doing it. For schools to receive a National Merit Award, our magnet coordinators, principals, and their teams must submit a detailed application that is scored by a panel of educators from across the country. These schools are judged and scored on their demonstrated commitment to high academic standards, curriculum innovation, successful integration efforts, and consistent delivery of high-quality educational services to all students. Magnet Schools of Distinction Awards are given to magnet schools that have met all the requirements outlined in the rubric. Merit Schools of Excellence are given to a select group that have demonstrated the highest level of excellence in all facets of the application. And top magnet schools of excellence are given to the top percentage of the schools of excellence awardees, or those that have earned the MSA certification or demonstration status, and I'll tell you about that in just a moment. Schools are then narrowed to an even more select pool and receive site visits. So there were 11 site visits across the country this year. We received 2 of those in person and 2 of those virtual. This year, 4 of our schools received those site visits, including Centennial Campus, Magnet Middle School, and Wake Early College of Information and Biotechnologies, which were in the new and emerging theme category. To become nationally certified, MSA member schools must submit a detailed application and participate in a rigorous evaluation conducted by the National Institute for Magnet School Leadership. Cohorts begin every August and they end in June, and this certification lasts for 4 years. We have 8 schools who were recertified this year, 9 schools who were newly certified. And of those recertified or newly certified, 13 of those received certification demonstration status. And basically what that means to the organization are these are the schools that are recommended for other schools to come visit to learn best practices, what they're doing in their programs. As we get started with the roll call, I would like to give out a huge shout out to the Magnet team who supports our Magnet leaders in this work. Dr. Thompson, who coordinates, Dr. Lisa Thompson coordinates, she's here somewhere. Coordinates the MSA Merit Award process. Josh Hunter coordinates the MSA certification process. Tila George East coordinates the student scholarship, and Mary Lou Ringwood this year coordinated the poster contest. And Tamani Anderson Powell is our official photographer tonight. So all the members of the Magnet team, our schools saw as they were coming in. So tonight we will present our awardees with an honorarium consisting of a certificate and a handshake from our illustrious leader, or maybe a pat on the back, in honor of their exemplary leadership and our magnificent Magnet principal leaders and their hard work of our illustrious Magnet coordinators. We take these awards very seriously, as this is no easy task and requires dedication to our WCPSS board-approved Magnet objectives and the newly minted core components that we honor here tonight. Thank you, school leaders, as you come through, for your dedication and your support of students. So now I'm going to turn it over to Paul Domenico, Dr. Thompson, and Josh Hunter as they go through our regions alphabetically with the recognitions, and then I'll join you back up here in a few moments. So Dr. Taylor, we're over here.
Good evening, Dr. Taylor, Board Chair Hegarty, and members of the board. I am Paul Domenico. I'm Director for Talent and Leadership Development here with Office of Magnet and Curriculum Enhancement, and I get to have the pleasure of kicking off our recognitions this evening. And first, we will recognize our school in the southern area, led by Area Superintendent Dr. Ashley Thompson. We have Lincoln Heights Environmental Connections Magnet Elementary School, Principal Kelly Wilson, and Magnet Coordinator Lauren Michael. They received the MSA, Magnet School of America, Top School of Excellence designation, and are newly certified as a MSA certified school. We'll now move to our eastern area, and we'll start with Hodge Road Spanish Dual Language Magnet Elementary School. They received the MSA School of Excellence, and their principal, Felicia Dorsey, and Magnet Coordinator Alan Arrowwood are not able to join us. Oh, Felicia Dorsey is here. Look at the gate. Felicia Dorsey, principal at Hodge Road, is here with us this evening. Zebulon, Gifted and Talented Magnet Elementary School, Center for Advanced Studies and STEM. They received the MSA's Top School of Excellence and are newly certified as an MSA Certified Demonstration School. Here from Zebulon is their principal, David Newkirk, and assistant principal, Jennifer LaKorchik, and they have their Magnet coordinator, Krista Shirley. Next are our schools in the northwestern area, led by Area Superintendent, Mr. Cedric Williams. We'll start with Stow Mandarin Language Immersion Magnet Elementary School, who received the MSA School of Excellence designation. Principal Dr. Chantel Summerfield, and Magnet coordinator, Jenny Zhao. Wake Early College of Information and Biotechnologies received the MSA School of Excellence and received this award as a new and emerging magnet. Their principal is Dr. Abby Stotzenberg and Magnet Coordinator Sean Markham. Wake Young Men's Leadership Academy is recognized as a newly certified as an MSA certified school. The principal is Xavier King, and magnet coordinator and assistant principal is Mr. Kevin Murray. The Wake Young Women's Leadership Academy was recognized as an MSA School of Distinction. Their principal is Dr. Mariah Walker, and they're being represented tonight by their assistant principal, Ms. Brooke Little. We'll now move to our southeastern area schools. They're led by our area superintendent, Mr. James Overman. We'll start with East Garner International Baccalaureate MYP Creative Arts Magnet Medal School. They received the MSA School of Excellence and are led by Principal Sharon Fennell and Magnet Coordinator Kathleen Yuska. Smith International Baccalaureate PYP and Spanish Immersion Magnet Elementary School received the MSA School of Excellence distinction and are a new and emerging school and received the excellent status. Here is Principal Beverly Smith and Magnet Coordinator Kurt Carlisle. Vernon Malone College and Career Academy is recognized as an MSA Top School of Excellence and is recertified as a certified demonstration school. The principal is Mr. Carter Hillman and Magnet Coordinator Jill Oliver. The Wake Early College of Health and Sciences is recognized as an MSA Top School of Excellence and newly certified as a certified demonstration school. Their principal is Ms. Lisa Cummings and Magnet Coordinator Myra Wilcox. And we have the Wake STEM Early College High School, recognized as an MSA School of Distinction. Principal Dr. Drew Ware and Magnet Coordinator and Assistant Principal Sophia Overdeep cannot be with us tonight and sends her best. We'll now move to the northeastern area, and they're led by Dr. Valencia Council. And we'll start with Brentwood Magnet Elementary School of Engineering. They received the distinction as MSA School of Excellence, and their principal, Ms. Melissa McKinley, and Magnet Coordinator, Kristen McBride. Fox Road International Baccalaureate PYP Magnet Elementary School received the designation as MSA Top School of Excellence and are recertified as a certified demonstration school. Their principals, Dr. Beth Kiefer, and Magnet Coordinator Megan Peterson. Joyner Center for Spanish Language IB-PYP Magnet Elementary School received the MSA School of Distinction. Their principal, Jennifer Zeza, and Magnet Coordinator Cheryl Davis-Jackson. Powell Center for Play and Ingenuity Magnet Elementary School was recognized as an MSA School of Excellence. Their principal is Ms. Sierra Wooden and Magnet Coordinator Kristen Lawrence. Wake Forest iSTEM Magnet Elementary School received the MSA School of Distinction and received this award as a new and emerging magnet. Their principal is Michelle Smith and Magnet Coordinator Nicole Schwartz, and they could not be with us tonight and send their best. And we have Wildwood Forest Academy of Arts and Design Magnet Elementary School. They received the MSA School of Distinction and received this award as a new and emerging magnet. Their principal is Ms. Trinity Kelly and Magnet Coordinator Melanie Cox. I will now turn it over to Mr. Josh Hunter, who will continue starting with our Western area schools. Thank you.
Good evening. First up for our Western area schools, led by Dr. Will Chavis, is Athens Drive Center for Medical Sciences and Global Health Initiatives Magnet High School. They received an MSA Top School of Excellence, led by Principal Amanda Boshoff and Magnet Program Coordinator Terrell Hartenstein. Next is Dillard Drive Center for Global Studies and Spanish Language Immersion Magnet Elementary School. They received an MSA School of Excellence for the second time, eligible as a new and emerging school, and received excellent status. Principal Dr. Roxanne Sykes and Magnet Program Coordinator Marie Guski. And next up, we have Dillard Drive Center for Global Studies and Spanish Language Immersion, Magnet Middle School. Again, an MSA School of Excellence for the second time, eligible as a new emerging school and received excellent status. Principal is Margaret Feldman, and Jessica Nelson is Magnet Program Coordinator. Next up is East Cary Center for Global Studies and World Languages, Magnet Middle School, MSA School of Excellence for the second time, eligible as a new and emerging school and received excellent status. Principal is Dr. Nikaya Davis, and Magnet Program Coordinator is Lee LaPlace. Next up is Farmington Woods International Baccalaureate PYP, Magnet Elementary School, designated as an MSA School of Excellence. Principal Winston Pierce, and Magnet Program Coordinators Allison Williams and Anna Goodrum. And unable to join us this evening is Kingswood Montessori STEM Magnet Elementary School, recognized as an MSA Top School of Excellence and recertified as a Certified Demonstration School. Principal Sherry Sleeser and Magnet Program Coordinator Michelle Gensler. Next up is Reedy Creek Magnet Middle School Center for the Digital Sciences, again recognized as an MSA Top School of Excellence and recertified as a Certified Demonstration School. Recognized by Principal Tim Chadwick and Magnet Program Coordinator Brittany Long. And we'll continue with our northern area, represented by Mr. Chris McCabe. The first school unable to attend is Brooks Museum's Magnet Elementary School, recognized as an MSA School of Distinction with Principal Marie Palmer and Magnet Program Coordinator Amy Whitman. Next up is Carroll Leadership in Technology Magnet Middle School, recognized as an MSA Top School of Excellence and recertified as a Certified Demonstration School. Principal Gary Major and Magnet Program Coordinator Carrie Pitchford. Next is Douglas Creative Arts and Science Magnet Elementary School, recognized as an MSA School of Excellence. The principal is Tiffany Faison Bullock, and the Magnet Program Coordinator is Miss Alice Spickard. Next up is East Millbrook Academy of the Arts and Design Magnet Middle School, recognized as an MSA School of Distinction for the first time, eligible as, and received this award as a new and emerging magnet. Principal Aaron Marson and Magnet Program Coordinator Joanna Caves. Thanks for that. Next is Green Leadership in World Languages Magnet Elementary School, recognized as an MSA Top School of Excellence and newly certified as an MSA Certified Demonstration School. Principal is Leslie Blake, Magnet Program Coordinator Tricia Seymour. Next is Jeffries Grove Spanish Language Immersion Magnet Elementary School, recognized as an MSA School of Excellence. Principal is Uli Ventura, and Magnet Program Coordinator is Kelly Parker. Next is Millbrook Environmental Connections Magnet Elementary School, recognized as an MSA Top School of Excellence. Principal James Aldridge and Magnet Program Coordinator Randy Jones. Next up is Millbrook International Baccalaureate Middle Years and Diploma Program, Magnet High School, recognized as an MSA School of Distinction. Principal is Dr. Brian Saunders, Magnet Program Coordinator LaShonda Haddock, and Dr. Kristen Gentile. Next is North Wake College and Career Academy, recognized as an MSA Top School of Excellence and newly certified as an MSA Certified Demonstration School. Principal is Catherine Hutchison. Magnet Program Coordinator is Ms. Sherilyn Murray. And last for our northern area is West Millbrook International Baccalaureate MYP Magnet Middle School. They're recognized as an MSA Top School of Excellence and newly certified as an MSA Certified Demonstration School. Principal is Kelly Aman, and Magnet Program Coordinator is Jim Bolenbacher.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Dr. Lisa Thompson, and I am here to present the Central Area Schools in our last round of schools for the evening. The Central Area, as you know, is led by our interim wonderful area superintendent, Dr. Edward McFarland, and we are going to be starting the evening with A.B. Combs Leadership Magnet Elementary School, which received an MSA School of Excellence Award. Principal Julie Sexton, Magnet Coordinator Tracy Tothrow, and this evening helping accept the award with Ms. Tothrow is Nora Klein, the Student Body President. Our next school this evening is Broughton Global Studies Language Immersion Magnet High School. They received an MSA School of Excellence Award. Janice Diltz, Principal, and Dr. David Brooks, Magnet Coordinator. Bug Magnet Elementary School Center for Design and Computer Science received an MSA School of Excellence Award. Principal Dr. Tiffany Scott and Magnet Coordinator Monique Booker are unable to attend this evening. Carnage Gifted and Talented AIG Basics Magnet Middle School received an MSA Top School of Excellence Award. Principal Dr. Eric Rosen and Magnet Coordinator Angela Parham. Centennial Campus Center for Innovation Magnet Middle School. They received an MSA School of Excellence for the first time this year. They were eligible and received this award as a new and emerging magnet school. Jesse Gore, Principal, and Rachel Frazier, Magnet Coordinator. Conn Magnet Elementary School of Entrepreneurial Design. They received an MSA School of Distinction Award. Principal John Corey and Magnet Coordinator Daniel Gridley. Enloe Gifted and Talented International Baccalaureate Diploma Program, Magnet High School. They received an MSA School of Distinction Award. Dr. Jackie Jordan, Principal. Dwayne Bennett is here this evening as her intern, and Lisa Thompson, Magnet Program Coordinator. Not me, the other Lisa Thompson. Fuller, gifted and talented AIG Basics, Magnet Elementary School. They received an MSA Top School of Excellence Award. They also were recertified this year as an MSA certified school. Gerald Hernandez, principal, and Laura Thanos, Magnet Program Coordinator. Hunter, gifted and talented AIG Basics, Magnet Elementary School, received an MSA School of Excellence Award. Jared Moore, principal, and Jenny Johnson, Magnet Coordinator. Ligon, gifted and talented AIG Basics, Magnet Middle School, received an MSA School of Distinction Award this year. Scott Lyons, interim principal, Megan Rutzick, Magnet Coordinator, are unable to be here this evening. Martin, gifted and talented Magnet Middle School, this year was recertified as an MSA certified school. Marla Mondora, principal, and Claudia D'Alessio, Magnet Coordinator. Moore Square, gifted and talented AIG Basics, Magnet Middle School, received an MSA School of Excellence Award. Leslie Taylor, principal, Crystal Blum, Magnet Coordinator. Oberlin Global Studies, Language Immersion, Magnet Middle School, received an MSA Top School of Excellence Award this year. They are also newly certified as an MSA Certified Demonstration School. Brianna Pelton, principal, and Christine Hayner, Magnet Coordinator. Partnership Interactive Community, Magnet Elementary School, received an MSA School of Distinction. Jeffrey Kimbrough, principal, and Keshay Green, Magnet Coordinator. Poe, gifted and talented AIG Basics, Magnet Elementary School, received an MSA School of Excellence Award. Christine Story, principal, and Dr. Shane Cheney, Magnet Coordinator. Underwood, gifted and talented Magnet Elementary School, received an MSA Top School of Excellence Award this year. They were also newly certified as an MSA Certified Demonstration School. Ann Wechter, principal, and Heather Callahan, Magnet Coordinator. Washington, gifted and talented Magnet Elementary School, received an MSA Top School of Excellence Award. They are also recertified as a Certified Demonstration School. Katie Burnett, principal, and Amy Wilkinson, Magnet Coordinator. Wiley International Studies, Magnet Elementary School, received an MSA School of Excellence Award. Tracy Avery, principal, and Hadley Cairns Heath, Magnet Coordinator. And I'm happy to turn the podium back to Dr. Lane. Thank you.
Thank you. So we have some big awards that we would like to honor tonight and celebrate. Give me just 1 second. So each year, our Magnet principals have the opportunity to nominate one of their colleagues, and they choose that colleague that they designate that then goes as the representative of Wake County Public School System for Region 4. And for Magnet Schools of America, Region 4 includes North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, and Ohio, and international territories. I haven't met anybody yet from international territories, but it includes them. And this year, our nominee
was also the National Region 4 Principal of the Year. This award annually recognizes an outstanding school leader who has succeeded in providing innovative programs that promote equity, diversity, and academic excellence for students in magnet schools. Tonight, we honor Region 4 Principal of the Year, again selected by her colleagues, and then selected by Magnet Schools of America for Region 4 honors. Dr. Jackie Jordan, Principal, Enloe Magnet High School. We also get really excited when our students get involved. So this year we had an MSA poster contest annually to showcase student talent and to see magnet schools through their vision lens. So huge congratulations tonight to Haley Peterson, a 9th grader at North Wake College and Career Academy, for earning 2nd place. Principal Catherine Hutchinson with her mom's with her. So they're with us here tonight, and we'd like to have them come up and be recognized. Congratulations. Before you leave, I want them to see your poster. So here's the poster that she created and shared that was a national winner. So we're very proud of her talent. It's great to see how we're preparing our students for college and careers that can build on their skills. As part of the Host District Awards, the MSA sponsors 10 scholarships for students in the Host District. This year for Metro Nashville, that means 10 of their students received $1,000 scholarships. Additionally, based upon donations, and there's a donate button on Magnet Schools of America website just saying, we award additional scholarships across the country, and we were very fortunate to be able to offer 14 of those scholarships to students beyond the Metro Nashville school system. So I'm going to ask Tila George to come up and honor our awardee tonight.
Share a little bit about her essay or just introduce her? So I'd like to introduce you to Carolina Flores Lopez and her family, Mr. Lopez Lopez, her mother, Miss Flores Flores, her sister, is her sister here? Hello. Miss Sophie Flores Lopez. So Carolina, if you'd like to come up with your principal and magnet coordinator, we are so proud of you and your essay.
Congratulations. Congratulations, Tila. Do you all want to make a picture with her? Congratulations again. I've got to tell just a real quick story, and Tila was probably going to tell this, so she'll shoot me for not letting her tell it. But last year when Athens won the top Magnet School of America award, Catalina was one of the students that presented to the team that visited. So you can see from her talents and abilities, there she is, from Athens Drive, that she contributed greatly to their national award.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Last but not least, Magnet Schools of America awards 6 Best of the Best national awards, with 2 top awards named after previous magnet leaders. So if you remember last year, both Conn Magnet Elementary and Athens Drive Magnet High School swept the top 2 awards and earned those Simpson and Waltrip awards respectively. On this particular day, Earth Day 2025, it's quite opportune to recognize that both of our Environmental Connections Magnet Elementary Schools won top awards. We read a little script about each school, so as their school leaders come forward, I just want you to be able to hear what the national audience heard about Lincoln Heights. Every lesson, project, and expedition is designed through the lens of environmental and life sciences, giving students the tools to understand, explore, and protect the world around them. Learning doesn't just happen in the classroom, it happens outdoors in nature's very own laboratory. Through hands-on experiences, project-based inquiry, and interdisciplinary expeditions, students discover how humanity and nature are deeply connected. Congratulations, Lincoln Heights, where students don't just learn about the environment, they become its stewards. Keep exploring, protecting, and leading us into a brighter, more sustainable future. Congratulations to Principal Kelly Wilson and Magnet Coordinator Lauren Michael. And I probably should have said this was the top elementary school in the nation award. Might have helped to say that. I don't know that it's ever happened that we have two awardees in the top awards from the same district with the same magnet theme. So that was a first for us. The Donald R. Waltrip Magnet School of Merit Award of Excellence is the second highest award given out to schools across the nation. And this was awarded to our own Millbrook Magnet Elementary School. So again, what the national audience heard. At Millbrook, students don't just sit in classrooms. They embark on expeditions, dive into environmental inquiry, and experience field lessons that bring learning to life. They literally have expedition electives as part of their school day. Millbrook seamlessly weaves the environmental connection theme throughout the core curriculum and physical environment. Did you know they have a wetland on campus and a beehive in their library? If you didn't, you might should visit. And let's not forget the biggest impact. Millbrook students aren't just learning about the environment, they are becoming environmental champions. Compost bins for everyone. So tonight we raise our eco-friendly reusable water bottles we gave out at the conference to Millbrook Magnet Elementary School for making education an adventure and shaping the next generation of planet-saving, world-changing citizens. Principal James Aldridge and Magnet Coordinator Randy Jones. Thank you all for your support. That would be an understatement to not just shout out to our board, our community, our district leadership, that it isn't just winning the awards that make us highlight Wake County Public School magnet schools, but it's what we do for our students and what we contribute to the overall district. So thank you for your support. Thank you for taking this time to honor their accomplishments. Have a good evening.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Lane, and thank you, staff. And Paul, next time we're going to have you give a little more pause between some of those names so we have some time to applaud, okay? All right. Thanks, everybody. All right. We'll continue on with our meeting agenda after the information item. After the recognition item. The next item that we have is public comment. We'll hear from speakers commenting on tonight's agenda who will be heard before other speakers commenting on other topics. Typically, we do give students the opportunity to speak first and prioritize, but I'm looking around and I can't tell if any of our student speakers are currently here. Okay. Well, I'll proceed with the rest of my talk. Concerns related to personnel issues or student matters may be addressed through applicable WCPSS personnel, the grievance policies, and other applicable policies. In the interest of maintaining civility and decorum, speakers are encouraged to address their comments to the Board of Education, those of us up here, and must refrain from personal attacks or insults directed at other speakers, individual board members, members of the staff, or just general members of the general public. Please remain at the podium during your speaking time. Any materials you wish to share with the board should be handed to the board attorney, Mr. Rod Malone, here at the end of the table, either before or after your comments. Now, during public comment, you may speak up to 3 minutes. Your time will begin once you begin speaking. Please note that the microphones themselves are adjustable. When you begin to speak, the green light at the podium will light up, showing your time has begun. You can continue on. You'll see a yellow light pop up, and you'll hear an audible tone when you have 30 seconds left. When you hear the audible tone the second time and see the red light, that means your time has concluded. Please please step away from the podium so that the next speaker can come up and address the board. Speakers are asked to respect the time limit and speak for no more than 3 minutes. All right, so at this point, I will just do one double check for any of our student speakers. Any student speakers here? Ms. Quiquel, Ms. Whitkin, Ms. Pokrell. All right, Mr. Estevez. Or what about Ms. Mohaptara? Oh, it's Mr. Estevez. All right. Did you happen to see any other students out there?
No, I didn't at the moment, but do you want me to check?
If you don't mind. Oh, you have staff checking? All right. I didn't know that people were being kept out of the room.
Yeah. So this is Sohan, is that who you asked to speak?
He was number 5 on the list, and neither number 1 nor 2 nor 3 nor 4 were here. So we'll just confirm that no one was here ahead of him, and if not, we'll go on to Sohan. All right. Well, then our first and only student speaker for the night is Sohan Mahaptara, speaking on the budget. You missed the prelude, just the instructions. You have 3 minutes. Your time will begin once you begin to speak. You can adjust the mics. If you have any materials you'd like to leave, you can leave them with Mr. Malone here at the end of the table. When you hear a tone and you see a yellow light, you'll have 30 seconds left. And then when the light is red and you hear the tone again, your time is up. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thanks so much. Good evening.
Hello, my name is Sohan Mohapatra. I'm from Menlo High School and I am in 11th grade. I came to inform the board of the very real damage that budget cuts involving counselors and secretaries could have on children and schools in this county. Firstly, counselors. It's to my knowledge that the budget for 2025-2026 will make it such that there is 1 counselor for every 450 students as opposed to 1 counselor for every 385 before. 250 students to 1 counselor is generally recommended. As somebody who's experienced the frustration of not getting time with my counselor, I oppose this decision. Back in middle school, I was grieving due to the loss of one of my family members, and the lack of availability of my counselor at that time truly impacted my mental state, and it made me feel unheard. This could be the case for many other kids in this county who need help with college or other services that a counselor needs to be at a personal level to provide. And additionally, I know that at least 2 secretaries are to be removed per school, either from the front office or both from the front and attendance offices. And this may drastically affect function because secretaries not only manage substitutes for classes, but also provide clerical services that include handling drop-offs, pickups, writing tardy passes, and even monitoring the intercom systems as well as school threats. So removing 2 of these positions could have some serious implications. Imagine if there were nobody to watch over for any of these potential threats or even respond to parents, which is another job that they have. So my argument is that overall these positions should be maintained and not cut in the budget for 2025 to 2026, and it should be noted by the board that they are essential to both students and school function. Thank you for your time.
All right. Thank you. All right. We'll now go to our non-students. First, speaking to items on the agenda, we'll hear from Mr. Joseph Deaton, and then we'll move to our off-agenda speakers. Jana Dux, Daniel Grant King, then Heather Coons will conclude. Good evening.
Before the Civil War, abolitionists were frustrated because they had all the reasons to abolish slavery, but people refused to listen. I feel the same way with social transition in schools. Gender identity has been removed from the Title IX regulations in Revised Policy 1710, but not from the anti-discrimination and harassment provisions, even though those are what Title IX is about. ABC 11 reported that you would therefore still allow students to use restrooms according to their feelings rather than biological reality, and regardless of how other students feel about privacy. I have shared many times how this and other elements of social transition are active interventions that psychologically steer the strong majority onto medical transition who would otherwise outgrow those feelings. Maintaining that medical transition requires lifetime treatment. Long-term studies show increased all-cause mortality and mental health problems and high suicide rates. Contrary claims of improved mental health are based on short-term studies of self-reported feelings that are indistinguishable from placebo. Gender clinics have made false representations to parents of patients that they will commit suicide if they don't transition, and that puberty blockers are fully reversible and give kids time to decide. WPATH falsely claimed that their gender guidelines were based on evidence. WPATH removed minimum age requirements under pressure from Rachel Levine of the Biden HHS. WPATH doctors have committed serious scientific misconduct by suppressing publications and trying to derail the careers of those who do not agree with them. Those who detransition get no help from the gender clinics and are denounced by those that they thought had become their new community. If I thought gender-affirming care, including social transition in schools, was the next frontier of the civil rights movement, I would be all for it. But the medical evidence reveals that it is a huge medical scandal. Here, I am the one who's trying to protect trans kids. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll now move to our on-agenda speakers tonight. As I mentioned, the first speaker will be, and I hope I'm pronouncing this right, is it Jana Dux? Dukes?
Pretty close.
All right, I'm sorry about that.
No, you're fine. All right. It's Dux rhymes with books, which is actually my topic tonight. Good evening, Board and Dr. Taylor. My name is Jana Dux. I am speaking tonight as a parent of Wake County students and as a proud PTSA member. Also on behalf of anyone who has ever loved books and school libraries as much as I have. Anyone living in North Carolina who is also a supporter of public education knows this means you are destined to constantly be paying attention to what's happening in our legislative building in Raleigh. Some of our lawmakers like to say they love public schools with their words, but their voting actions tell a different story. A recent bill, HB 636, passed in the North Carolina House. I'm guessing many of you on this board are already familiar with the bill and the absolute nonsense and chaos it would bring to our public school libraries and the nightmares it would add to our media specialists and librarians. Our students deserve better, and our librarians deserve our support. The thing is, to a district like Wake County, this bill is fully unnecessary. After speaking with our media specialist, it seems Wake already has one of the most vetted book reviewing processes in the state. Lawyers have weighed in to make sure everything is fair and just, and a bill like HB 636 exists really for these reasons: noise, distraction, and ultimately censorship. April happens to be the month when we recognize and appreciate our school librarians and media specialists. April also celebrates National Library Appreciation Week. As a child, I lived in a very rural part of my state, and libraries mattered so much to me. I looked forward to every trip to my school's library. Books and librarians open doors and unlock potential, and ideally should be celebrated year-round. But for tonight, this is my ask. As Wake County Public Schools already has a good and solid process to review books, might the board consider putting out a statement that defends this process that Wake already has, that shows Wake's review process as an example? Maybe it could highlight what's already in place and working. Maybe it says something like, whatever they're trying to do, we already have thought through how to handle this, and we are professional educators, so we've got this. As publicly elected officials, your words carry a lot of weight, and I know many of you fully and actively support our libraries, both school and county-wide. You know well the intricacies of how a parent might bring forward a concern about a book and how it is reviewed. The ask of mine is just that you turn up the volume of our support for our school libraries and librarians, get louder about what is already in place and working well, and your loud voice, paired with those of us who also want to protect our school libraries and librarians, can make a very big difference. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Our next speaker tonight is Daniel Grant King, who will be followed by Heather Coons.
All right, good evening, everyone. Superintendent Taylor, Chair Haggerty, members of the board. I am Daniel Grant King, and I'm an educator with Wake County, also as an educational advocate. First of all, I would like to thank board members for the robust discussion today surrounding the budget. I know that many of us are concerned about certain budget cuts, but let us continue remembering that our students and our families and our educators are on top of mind as you all continue to prepare for the upcoming budget sessions continuing into May 15th, which has to be presented before county commissioners. Also, on a different note, that it is with heavy heart that as of April 30th, 2025, I will no longer be teaching with Wake County Public Schools for various different reasons, which I will not go into at this time, but this decision did not come lightly. Teaching in Wake County has been one of the greatest honors of my life. It has shaped me as an educator and as a person, and even though I'm leaving teaching, my advocacy is not done. My passion for students, families, and fellow colleagues who I've worked with, together we have created classrooms that were more than just spaces to learn, that they were spaces to grow, of belonging, hope, and growth. And I challenge each of you, board members, to continue the advocacy fearlessly for funding at every level, pushing beyond the norm of expectations. Our schools and our educators and families and students are an investment. And I just want you to know that it's not by words alone. It is by every action and every deed that takes place. And so with that being said, folks, I would like to ensure you this evening that yes, I am leaving, but just know that I will continue being back before this board to advocate for educators, students, and families regarding teacher pay, regarding policy, regarding all sorts of many things. Regardless of background and zip code, we need to make sure that we hold our state legislatures accountable to make sure that students are receiving the best quality education. So I appreciate the work that you have done, and I hope that you will continue to advocate. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Our final speaker tonight will be Heather Coons. Good evening.
Good evening, Superintendent Taylor and board members. My name is Heather Coons, and I'm a very proud parent of 2 Wake County Public School graduates. And I'm here today to speak because I've been reading so much about all the budget cuts coming to Wake County and public schools across the state. And I've heard you all have had to defer maintenance, freeze hiring, cut positions, and more to try to make the numbers work. And yet the state has hundreds of millions of dollars to spend on private school vouchers. So I emailed you all a handout today since it's Earth Day. I was going to bring it, but it's Earth. So anyway, because sometimes you just need to see the numbers to believe the numbers. So this school year is the first year the income cap for eligibility for vouchers was lifted, and all families, regardless of how wealthy they are or whether they need the money, can get a voucher. This year was also the first year that people already sending their kids to private schools can get a voucher and can apply. So of course, applications went through the roof, but the result in Wake County is really eye-popping. The amount of money private schools are getting this year, as of April, is nearly 4 times what they got last year. Last year they got about $13.5 million, and this year so far they're getting more than $56 million. I've been in this audience in these meetings and have seen people shake their head in disagreement when a speaker says that these vouchers benefit the wealthy. Well, we really have numbers now, and it's true. Nearly 2/3 of the vouchers this year went to people too wealthy to have qualified for vouchers last year. You can see the numbers on the last page of the handout I emailed to you. But what's especially frustrating is to see how many millions are going to these private schools when I know how much public schools need this money. So take one example, Cardinal Gibbons High School. This year, this one school is getting more than $2 million, one school, in vouchers, nearly 8 times as much as it got last year, because now wealthy families can get the vouchers too. Tuition at the school, by the way, this year is $18,000 per student. And I mentioned Cardinal Gibbons because my kids play sports, and I have seen their athletic facilities firsthand. I have seen how Cardinal Gibbons already had everything money could buy, while some public schools in this county and, of course, across the state struggle for basic maintenance. So that's just one example. I know it personally. Thales Academy of Holly Springs is getting 10 times as much from the state this year as they did last year. All of the Thales are getting millions more now that the income cap is lifted. Some private schools even require families to apply for a voucher whether the family wants it or not. So I'm just sharing all this to highlight a contrast. Private schools are raking in state voucher dollars, while our Senate just proposed a very insulting 1.25 increase in teacher salaries. The state budget isn't set, so I encourage you all to contact your legislators and let them know to spend monies on public schools and not private schools and wealthy
Thank you,
families.
Ms.
Thank you.
Kuntz. Thank you. And that concludes our public comment period. Thank you all very much. At this time, we'll turn to other information items, which is led off and is exclusively the comments of our superintendent, Dr. Robert Taylor. Take it away, Dr. Taylor.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I want to do my public comment, my superintendent's comments a little different by starting off with a teacher recognition. And so I want to recognize Peter Westerbeek for being named the runner-up for the 2025 Burroughs Welcome Fund NCAT Teacher of the Year. That's the beginning Teacher of the Year for the North Carolina Center for the Advancement of Teaching. And so while I mentioned this on the last week, I know Mr. Westerbeek is here with us tonight, and so we can recognize him. So come on up, Peter.
Yay.
And so while he's making his way up there, a few things I'll read. Mr. Westerbeek, first of all, is a special education teacher. Come on up to the podium. He's a special education teacher at Knightdale High School. And Richard Schwartz, many of you know, the president of NCAT, Development Foundation Board, had high praise for Mr. Westerbeek. And this, hey, how you doing? Come on up, Care. And this is what he had to say. Mr. Westerbeek serves students with some of the most complex and significant needs in our schools, and he meets these needs with compassion, patience, and a belief in what is possible. He puts his students first, not just in theory, but in practice. He builds his entire classroom routine around their care plans, honoring every physical therapy, feeding session, and communication method needed. Through creative lesson plans and relentless individualization, he opens doors for students many might overlook. He finds ways to make each student speak and celebrates every moment of connection. This NCAT award honors promising new leaders in North Carolina's public and charter schools and recognizes the potential of beginning teachers, providing them with essential support and resources. So congratulations again, Mr. Westerbeek. We are proud of you and are grateful to have you supporting our students in our district. And Dr. Summers is here, and so I'll pause just for a moment. I know you have that award, but I'll yield a little bit of my time if there's anything you want to share about Peter.
Thank you. I will tell you just briefly that the 27 finalists, of which Peter was one, they fell in love. The other 26 absolutely fell in love with Peter. He was a fan favorite from the beginning, and it's hard not to be humbled in his presence. Every one of those 27 finalists has challenging experiences, but there's something about hearing Peter's story and knowing what he does every day, and he talks about meeting the standards, and he talks about, with passion and excitement, the growth of his students. Wake County is very, very fortunate to have Peter Westerbeek. So thank you for sharing him with us for a week.
Again, congratulations, Peter. And again, last week I had the pleasure of surprising every one of our 10 finalists in the Wake County Public Schools for the 24-25 Teacher of the Year. I know they broadcast that, so many had an opportunity to see that, and that was an absolute pleasure for me. So this year's finalists are Maureen Bard, a third grade teacher at Leadmine Elementary, Macy Brinson, a health and physical education teacher at Kingswood Magnet Elementary, Brandy Garrett, a third grade teacher at Millbrook Magnet Elementary, Laura Gassell, a seventh grade math teacher at Davis Drive Middle, Trevor Harris, a sixth grade science teacher at North Garner Middle, Rebecca Hauer, an art teacher at Oberlin Magnet Middle, Lori Newhouse, a second grade teacher at Woods Creek Elementary, Ashley Parmley, a seventh grade math teacher at Mills Park Middle, Matthew Raines, a theater teacher at Knightdale High School, and Allison Tonelli, a special education teacher at Hunter Magnet Elementary. All nominees developed an e-portfolio to highlight their work and teaching philosophy, and a selection committee scored the portfolios to determine the 10 finalists. These finalists will appear before an interview committee that will select the Teacher of the Year, and I am glad that I am not a part of that committee. I know many of you may, so I will think about you all. The winner will be named at a special celebration next Thursday, May 1st. We have thousands of truly excellent teachers serving our students every day, so to be named among the 10 best is a very high honor indeed. And so my thanks and congratulations to each one of these deserving finalists. Congratulations are also in order for Ashley Clark of Scotts Ridge Elementary, who has been named the Wake County Public School System's School Library Media Coordinator of the Year. She has instituted unlimited checkouts, which has ignited a passion for reading in many students. She has trained older students to be library helpers, giving them a chance to be leaders and assist younger students. And she started a Partners Read program, inviting parents and community members to come to school once a week and read with students who need extra reading support. For all these reasons and more, Ms. Clark is a truly worthy recipient of this year's School Library Media Coordinator of the Year. So again, congratulations to Ashley. I'd next like to highlight two of our high school teachers who have been recognized as among the state's best. Samantha Bryant, a math teacher at Willow Spring High School, and Alexandra Boyd, a physics teacher at Apex Friendship High School, have been named among 6 finalists in the state for the Presidential Awards for Excellence in Mathematics and Science Teaching. These are the highest honors bestowed by the United States government for excellence in STEM education, the highest honor. Since 1983, more than 5,200 teachers have been recognized through these awards. Ms. Bryant, a 15-year veteran, teaches Math 2, Honors Math 3 at Willow Springs. Ms. Boyd has been teaching for 12 years and teaches mechanics in addition to her AP Physics classes at Apex Friendship. They represent the best of the best, inspiring their students and giving them the knowledge and skills they need to pursue meaningful careers in STEM-related fields. My best wishes are that they move on to the next phase of the national competition. I feel very enthused that they will bring back an award. I'd next like to remind our community about two unique opportunities coming up next week. Tomorrow night at Garner Magnet High School, we will host a Parent Safety Night where you can learn more about a variety of safety topics, including safe gun storage, school safety, internet safety, and more. State and local organizations will be distributing free gun locks and other safety resources. This event will take place in the auditorium from 6 to 8 p.m. with brief presentations at 6:30 and 7:10. And so again, you are invited to our Family and Community Engagement Summit this Saturday, April 26th, from 8:30 to 12:30 p.m. At the Summit at Capitol Hills. We had an absolutely amazing event at Athens High School last year. We look at this as a repeat. If you attended last year, you will know this is a special opportunity to engage with school staff and community partners to strengthen relationships and to find new ways to collaborate. So we'll have a dynamic keynote speaker and an impressive list of experts and community partners leading breakout sessions throughout the morning. There will also be a summit kickoff this Friday from 6 to 8 p.m. at Marbles Kids Museum. Anyone registered for the summit will receive free admission to the museum. More information about these events, including how to register for the summit, can be found on our website. Lastly, this week is National Volunteer Week, so I'd like to take a moment to thank the more than 48,000 people who are registered to volunteer in our schools. Our volunteers serve in every corner of our district. They support teachers in the classroom, doing everything from facilitating small group work to making copies and creating bulletin boards. That's the fun part. Volunteers also serve the entire school community, whether by participating in campus beautification efforts, hosting fundraisers, or selling concessions at athletic contests. This week, we'll be spotlighting some of our most committed volunteers on our district's Facebook page, and many schools will host events during this week to thank our volunteers. The sixth core belief in our strategic plan states that Wake County residents value a strong public school system and will partner to provide the support and resources to fully realize our shared vision, accomplish the mission, and sustain our core beliefs. That core belief is reinforced each and every day in ways large and small all across our entire district. So my many thanks to everyone who gives of their time and talent to help our students succeed. And Mr. Chair, I'll give it back to you.
All right, thank you, Dr. Taylor. So the next item on our agenda is consideration of our consent agenda. Board members have the consent agenda available to you in Assembly. At this time, I'll entertain any motions.
Motion to approve the consent items.
We have a motion from Ms. Mahaffey to approve the consent items. Oh, we got it. No worries. Second from Vice Chair Swanson. All in favor of approval of the consent agenda, please say aye. Any opposed? All right, I got one nay. All right. The items on the consent agenda are approved. So at this point, we do not have any action items on our agenda tonight, so we'll go straight to board comment before moving to closed session. So tonight, I want to begin. I'm thankful for Dr. Taylor because he took most of the items on my board comments tonight, right? On top of it. One event that I did want to mention, STEMposium coming up with our partners, WakeEd Partnership. This is coming up April 29th from 9 to 11 at Marbles in their IMAX Theater area. This is a wonderful event. Every year it showcases all the great STEM opportunities that are taking place in Wake County. Students will be there showing off with their teachers some of the fantastic projects. And if you are available on that day at that time, I would encourage you to stop by. It's a wonderful showcase. I will take a moment of personal privilege. I'm sorry that some of our student speakers couldn't be here tonight. Today, you've heard from speakers referencing Earth Day. You've heard several times in the past couple months from some students that were working on a Green New Deal coalition, a student coalition, pushing environmental issues and sustainability practices for Wake County Public Schools. And I had the opportunity to meet with several of them at a meeting out at Panther Creek High School. Chief Mark Strickland came to answer technical questions about our building policies, practices, energy use, and we had a wonderful dialogue, and it was great to talk to them, hear kind of what their goals were, but then hear them ask questions to really learn more about how the school policies work and what our actual practices are. They were going to go back and they were doing a lot of research into looking at the system that we have, maybe what are some priority asks that can be made, things that we have the capacity to do here locally that wouldn't rely on maybe changes to state or federal policy. And so I know they weren't able to be here to share those with you tonight, but hopefully they'll send those to you individually by email to all of us. And if you do see them, please take a look at them and know that a lot of hard work and research went into that as part of their student advocacy. All right? And so with that, I'll turn it over to other members of the board. We'll start with Mr. Hershey.
Thank you, Chair Haggerty. My only comments tonight will be I'll be brief, but I just wanted to recognize all the families and staff members in our Wake County Public School System that may know somebody who is on the autism spectrum. There were some pretty disgusting words spoken up in Washington, D.C. by the head of HHS, and they do not reflect, his words do not reflect the feelings and the attitude of this school system. We have respect and care and love for all of our students, and I just wanted to be a part of the voice that is pushing back against some truly not only cruel and degrading words, but words that were just factually wrong. And just want to give a shout out to the families of Wake County Public Schools.
Thank you, Mr. Hershey. Ms. Gordon.
Good evening. So I'm going to begin my board comments tonight with a question to everyone. Have you ever gone to school with your legislator? So I did. I had the pleasure and distinguished honor to attend East Garner Elementary School with Representative Monica Johnson-Hostler, who is a longtime and cherished friend of this board and someone I also call a mentor, but also our North Carolina State Representative. We enjoyed all of the hugs. We even got to read a story to a kindergarten class, and we learned all about what it means to have a great day on purpose at East Garner. I also want to recognize a National PTA Reflections winner. This winner received second place in the dance choreography category. Kinley Soltez from Banks Road Elementary, and students had to create original works of art in response to a student-created theme. I also want to say Happy Administrative Professionals Week to all of our administrative professionals across the district. Shout out to the students at Garner Magnet High School and South Garner High School that participated in a mock Garner Town Council meeting last week, flexing their leadership and civic engagement skills. And then congratulations to all of the magnet schools that received and earned their respective magnet honors. But on Earth Day, I want to pay particular honor to Lincoln Heights Elementary School, Environmental Connections for their achievement of Elementary Magnet School of Merit Award Excellence. And then drum roll. Thank you. My first, but not the first, and it's actually the last, the District 2 Board Advisory Committee will meet at Rand Road Elementary on May 14th at 6 p.m., and I invite everyone in District 2 to come out and share space with us. And finally, I wanted to end my comments with this. I saw a post recently that read, "Flexibility without fear," and it really resonated with me. And so as we continue our work on the school budget, I remain committed to being both innovative and responsive. Our approach must make a priority in funding people and resources, when we talk about library funds, when we talk about digital learning coordinators, when we talk anything dealing with our students, finding new ways to invest in what matters most, our students. We've been actively listening to educators, staff, and families because the best solutions come from those closest to the work. Their voices are guiding our decisions, especially when it comes to ensuring every student has what they need to thrive. And so I did want to share some quotes that I wrote down from the recent public input session. We heard someone say, "People over programs. We're depending on you all to see us through. Teaching isn't just my profession, but it's personal. Our students deserve sustainability and not setbacks. Schools should reflect its values. Think bravely and be bold. And our health and safety matters." And so with flexibility without fear as our theme, our guiding light, we are embracing change with courage, but also fearlessly making room for being bold and staying grounded in our shared commitment to students. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll come back around the table. Ms. Rice. How you doing today?
I am super, super. Absolutely. Good evening, everybody. I want to extend my heartfelt thanks to Fuller Elementary for inviting me to the Family Engagement Night. It was an incredible evening led by the dedicated first grade team who did an amazing job organizing resources, a resource night that brought together a wide array of local organizations to support our families. The event truly demonstrated the power of community partnerships and intentional engagement. We also had the honor of hearing tonight the illustrious Ms. Dr. Linda Lane, right, who shared insight data on the impact and success of our magnet schools, including the prestigious awards many have earned. It was a powerful reminder of what our schools can accomplish when properly supported. This night was a direct reflection of what Wake County can do when we lead. With vision, resources, and community-centered focus and student-centered focus, if the district expects national excellence from our schools, they must be treated accordingly, with funding for the classrooms, adequate facilities, and the respect due to educators and leaders producing results the district proudly showcases. Let's ensure that no funding is removed from areas that directly impact our students and educators. Our schools are doing the work. Now we need to match that excellence with meaningful support. This budget season can be mentally and emotionally challenging for many, so I offer these 2 tailored wellness tips focused on positively impacting our schools. Let's prioritize staff well-being through consistent check-ins, implement regular confidential wellness check-ins for teachers and staff to create space for emotional support, resource sharing, and connection. A culture that values mental health increases retention, reduces burnout, and builds stronger teams. Second, integrate student wellness breaks into the school day. Incorporate short, structured wellness breaks into daily schedules, such as mindfulness moments, movement, stretch time, or emotional check-ins. These small investments provide improved focus, reduce anxiety, and create a more positive learning environment for all students. And so I thank every single last one of our staff members who is doing the work every single day to create a school culture and system and a budget that reflects the very intentionality that they put into this work every day. That includes our amazing superintendent, Dr. Robert P. Taylor, and what he's doing and leading. And so thank you all for that. I know I normally end with my wellness comment, but I do have to remind folks, because community engagement is important to me, I just want to remind public to participate in the Community Engagement Summit kickoff on the 25th, and then the summit itself on the 26th. It's very important that we engage with one another. It builds community, and it builds a strong bond. And then the final thing of building a bond, District 4, so proud of the many magnet schools that we saw represented tonight out of that district, which goes to my previous points. And then final, I look forward to, again, one of our great schools, Southeast Raleigh Elementary School, will be hosting our BAC meeting on May the 12th. So come on out on tomorrow night for that public hearing, and then come on back May 12th. Thank you so much, Chair.
Thank you, Ms. Rice. Ms. Caulfield.
Thank you. Sorry. District 1 has a lot of exciting things coming up right now. So last week was Heritage High School's theater. They gave an outstanding performance. This month's student play is Legally Blonde, the musical. Not only was the cast incredible and talented, but their technical theater students, which is a student-led class, they did an amazing job on the set design and building. They did the sound and lighting as well, and it was just incredible, so bravo. This Thursday, their final shows are on Friday and Saturday, both at 7 p.m., and on Saturday, they have an additional matinee at 2 p.m. You can find, they have on Instagram and on their Facebook page to get tickets for that. Also in District 1 was The Little Mermaid, is coming up at Wake Forest High School. You could come and see the beautiful and talented students perform there. That is on April 25th. 7 p.m. On 26th, they have a 2 and 7 p.m. show. May 2nd and 3rd, they have a 7 p.m. show, and then on the 4th, May 4th, they have a 3 p.m. show. So their links are on Wake Forest High School Theater on Facebook and also Wake Forest High School's website. I wanted to congratulate Zebulon Boys and Girls Club. The Boys and Girls Club partners with us with many great programs and activities to bring the community together, and helps the students have structure and a safe place to go and really enjoy themselves. At their grand opening, they were given new technology, and they were able to sit down with the students, and they were creating flyers for their new Zebulon Boys and Girls Club. So I wanted to lift up their success and say congratulations. District 1 also has another amazing community opportunity for our students that are 17 and older, and I wanted to share it with you. This is a contest sponsored by our local builders and business owners. They came together and they're offering a social media reality show contest. It's a reality show, a local reality show, where contestants will be in charge of marketing, advertising through social media. They will not be building, but rather working on how to reach communities and more businesses through marketing and social media. They'll be working with the builders and local businesses, like I said. So they will be, during the event, the contest, it is an elimination show, so each week they'll be able to do some things, and I think the eliminations are on Friday, so it evolves to the prize, and the winning prize at the end is $40,000. But they also do have a lot of opportunities along the way from some of the other builders. It is Monday through Fridays. Like I said, it is students who are 17 and over who can apply. And the contest kicks off on June 13th and goes through the beginning of August. The application deadline is on May 16th, and there are 30 lucky contestants, so good luck to all. You could go on to dhreel.life.com. And they also, I believe, will be placing an ad in one of our community blasts, so that'll come out the 1st of May. But if you wanted to get ahead of it and try and look at it and apply, you could go to dhreel.life.com. And the last thing, I just want to say that we're going to have our board advisory meeting on Monday, and staff will be coming in to share information about our AIG programs. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Caulfield. Next, we'll go to Ms. Mahaffey.
I want to first thank the folks at Apex Friendship High School, as well as our HR team and all of the principals and assistant principals who were in attendance for a very packed spring job fair. and that was an incredible sight to see. I had to circle the parking lot a few times, and if you know the Friendship Campus, that is a large parking lot in order to find a space full of folks interested in becoming teachers in the Wake County Public School System. So getting to see folks even pulled aside and getting contracts on the spot. So the second thing and the last thing I will highlight tonight is I was elated to be invited by Green Level High School to the Special Olympics.
Shh, could we be quiet, the audience, please? Thank you. Please continue, Ms. Mahaffey.
It had students from all over the district participating in track and field events, not just running, but softball throw and long jump were going on when Dr. Taylor and I were there. Medal ceremonies happening, a very warm welcome by the Green Level High School community. The stands were packed with the Green Level High School students. Their Unify Club had to limit it to 100 volunteers to help. And there had to be an application process. So seeing that level of love and acceptance of our students who have extraordinary abilities, and to have them feel like the true athletes they are, and have it wasn't on the River Seine, but it was an opening ceremony send-off, was amazing. And I want to give a special shout out to Assistant Principal Darren Williams for coordinating the whole event. And board members, I hope that we can get invites for everybody next year to see it, because it was incredible. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Mahaffey. And we will wrap it up tonight with our Vice Chair, Mr. Swanson.
Thank you, Chair Haggerty. Excuse me. I want to give a great shout out to all of our administrative professionals. Happy Administrative Professionals Week. Thank you, Ms. Gordon, for that reminder. I had it written down, but you know how things go. They just slip your mind. So thank you for all the work that you all do every day. And we don't need a week to celebrate you. It's all day. Also want to give a shout out to Finn Jones of Green Level High School, who was selected as the Susan Ellis Scholarship for the 2025 Gifts of Gold reception that Dr. Taylor, Ms. Edmonds, and I got to attend, as well as Principal Summers of Green Level High School. So great to see the great things that our students are doing, and to be able to see all the great art that they were able to showcase. And I will just say very briefly, I know as we are going, because that is where the real decisions are being made, and we are seeing that we have to stand into the gaps because of the State General Assembly not doing their due diligence of fully investing into public schools, into our teachers, into the generation of now and the future, and yet we are seeing local districts stepping up, putting the burden on taxpayers where the burden should not be, but putting that back where it belongs, which is 16 West Jones Street. So please email your legislators, invite them, and share your stories. And those are all of my comments, so thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Swanson. Before we wrap up and entertain a motion, just to repeat it, we've had several wonderful budget public hearings around our district. I want to thank all of you. Many of you have driven far from your districts to attend some of these meetings, but it's been a great chance to hear from the public. And Vice Chair Swanson, we have one more public hearing left. Can you tell the folks about it one more time? Sorry.
Yes, we will be at Southeast Raleigh YMCA for that. And I do want to say just thank you to Ms. Allen for coordinating all of these. And Ms. Allen is the glue to this board and to this district, so thank you for all that you've done to make these things work. So thank you.
And with that, I will entertain any motion from the board. Give me a little bit more. Thank you. Motion from Ms. Rice, second from Ms. Mahaffey. All in favor of moving to closed session for the statutory reasons cited in our agenda, please signify by saying aye. Any opposed? All right. Thank you very much. We'll now move into closed session. Thanks for coming out. Drive home safe.